episode of Operation Jupiter. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I'm Max.
I'm Prime.
Mr. T.
Six.
Easy E.
And today, we have Devontae on the show.
How you guys doing?
And he's here to talk about his show. We're helping him out. We're doing some things, collaborating.
Collaborations, man. That's
So-
what's that.
Tell us about it.
Basically, Semantic Artists Association, we don't necessarily have a show, but we like to put on different skits and variety shows, whoever comes up with ideas. We're a student organization, so whatever the students in our group comes up with, that's what we do. So it's not necessarily like this one particular show, but it's like kind of a collaboration.
Different things.
Yeah,
That's
try to make it diverse, you know.
We've seen some of this stuff, man. I gotta say, my personal favorite was the fight.
Yeah.
That's my personal favorite too. I like to pretend like I have superpowers, and it makes me feel important.
Well, if it makes you feel better, it had better effects than the Dragon Ball movie that came out a couple years ago.
Let's not even get into that.
That shit.
I'm so pissed. But I like the recent one, the Cat Williams versus Kevin Hart.
That was
I love
fun.
both of them,
Very
but
well.
right now Kevin Hart is doing his thing.
Yeah, it's,
Kevin Hart is doing it.
that one was actually made by Malcolm.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked the Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Michael
That was
Jackson
funny.
was.
Comes back to life. Yeah, that was
Oh
nice.
my god.
So yeah.
Where'd y'all guys film that?
We have clearance to film in the theater.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we get to use some of that equipment over there. That took a good year to try to get, because like for some reason when it comes to film in our school, they're just like, hey, I don't know, we don't want you guys to break anything, like whatever, you know.
We don't mind sucking you dry of your money.
Yeah. I'm paying tuition.
That pays for this shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a nice school.
Just like, yeah, at least we didn't mention any names. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right?
But if y'all get a chance, please go to our page and we're featuring him on there and check out his videos and help him out too.
Vice versa, we're gonna have these guys on my show too. We have to work on that one.
That'll be sometime next week.
maybe we can work out those skits.
We're gonna need a bigger table.
Bigger table, yeah.
But all right. Next thing we're gonna talk about is some personal stories. I'm gonna start it off. Today, I saw Shame Number 1.
Yeah.
We all know who that is.
You know.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just trust me when I say we don't like her.
Yeah.
There's a reason we call her Shame Number 1.
Okay.
You know Uno for a reason.
Yeah, I was going to breakfast and I had my plate and I sit down and it was like a double take because I noticed the hair.
Justin Bieber.
It's just a double take and I was like, oh crap. And it was just, yeah.
You're just like,
because I wanted to go the whole freaking semester without seeing her. And my challenge was failed.
I'm glad you saw her.
dude, I see her all the time because I'm always getting breakfast, man. I saw her one time. She's just like getting her. I didn't even pay attention. I think it was like Colonel Cheese. It like started off as regular cheese or whatever. As soon as she touched it, it just turned to fucking mush. I was just looking at her. I'm like, she sits right across from me, like as if I'm not gonna notice her. But she's like, being pathetic.
Right?
The goddess of
Eating
Whatever.
whatever. Yeah, I'm just like, anytime she looks away, I'm just like. And as soon as she turns around, I'm just like.
I've only seen her once. It was at the bookstore. And I got in line, and she was talking to someone, and she turned around, she saw me, and she goes, she didn't talk the whole time she was there.
This is unnatural because she
Because
can't
she is,
ever stop
yeah.
running her mouth.
I just stared down like I was like,
You. It's like that time when you wish you had like Superman's heat vision, just like bursted right in the flames right there.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that violent, or?
no, you're the
No,
one that loves
no.
Superman that much.
Yeah.
So guys, any other stories?
I'll just cut it.
Dude, there's always stories. Okay, we can't go a fucking day, but really, there's nothing worth talking about because it's just bullshit that we talking about.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's talk about those news stories.
Yeah. Alright. So our first story, crazy news. A naked man walks into Walmart and steals a pair of socks. Mind you, he is 6'4" and 300 pounds. What do y'all have to say about that?
Let him steal a whole outfit.
He must have some pretty big balls just walking in. I'm just gonna grab a pair of socks, nothing else. But alright, guys, see you later.
I just need some socks. I'm
Yeah.
cold, guys.
Cold.
I need to cover my feet. It's just like,
I wonder if like the greeter, who's usually an old person, was like about to have a heart attack. Like, Jesus Christ.
Right?
I actually have a personal story that can top that. Okay? Back when I worked at Walmart, I was a
You just
cashier.
had a personal story.
Yeah, well, we're going back to it because it relates to this, okay?
Well,
60 to 70-year-old woman walks into Walmart. I'm checking out her husband or whatever, and she wanders off.
He's checking out the husband.
Okay, let's get back to the topic. Okay,
We're not gonna go
all
there.
right. I'm checking out the guys.
that was the best story.
I love when this guy with his purchase. And the guy's like, where's my wife? And so I was like, I'm just checking around. And I didn't have my glasses on at the time. And I see the guy's wife just wandering around. I put on my glasses. The woman's taking off all of her clothes. And she's taking off all her clothes. I didn't believe it until I actually put my glasses on. And like walked over there and squinted, and at that point I wanted to burn my retinas. Okay, apparently she had Alzheimer's or something, and that's no excuse, but it's disgusting and disturbing.
That's an excuse. I'm using it from now on.
Right?
Well, people can get away with
I'm
anything,
gonna strip
right?
down in the middle of the
Oh,
street.
people run-
How old was this man who took off all of his
I have
clothes?
Alzheimer's. I don't know.
No clue.
Oh, 6'4".
I know from the video it looked like he was
30.
like this. Yeah, he
30,
wasn't
30.
old at all.
Nowhere near
I
Alzheimer's.
felt bad for the cops. They give him a ticket.
No.
It's just like,
Well, like when they finally
Where'd he
got
put
a
it?
hold of him, like, like when they finally got a hold of him,
I'll
like,
just store that.
he spit in their faces and like, so they set the bill at like $50,000.
Good luck getting out of jail.
So
$50,000
Yeah.
So if
for
you're gonna-
indecent
If you're gonna
exposure.
get naked, you better have a really good opportunity to get that $50 grand, okay?
You're gonna get naked.
I mean, there better be like a presidential news conference and you run across the screen,
Right?
Cartman.
Right?
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Alright, the next story. A burglar decides to break into a home. Not to steal stuff, but to go in there, fold clothes, cook dinner, and clean the floors. Yes, we clean the floors.
You know, that's almost as bad as that one burglar story about how two guys called a bank and said, hey, can you guys get some money together? We're going to rob you in a couple minutes. You know what? Just give us the hundreds. Keep the rest. We'll be out there in about a good 15 minutes because we got to go to Taco Bell first.
Wow.
And then as soon as they got there...
Don't call the police.
As soon as they got there, the cops were there, and it's like, what the hell? What is this?
It's the new
What is
drive.
this?
Our generation.
Willy Wonka meme face. You must be new.
But yeah, and so the lady who actually owns the house finally comes back, and she noticed the guy, and she calls the police, but she doesn't tell him. And so she finally walks up after the police get there, and she's like, I called the police, and he's like, the police have already been here. Closes the door in her face, locks it, and goes back and chills in the house. Like, nothing's ever
Like,
going on.
motherfucker, you're late.
Like, yeah. Like,
I want to know why she didn't cook, clean, and do all this shit beforehand.
I was wondering
It's
if
really
this was
bad.
coming.
Yeah, it's really bad when someone has to break into your house to do your job for you. Okay,
Right.
I'm just
Like,
saying.
how bad could your husband be?
Yeah, I'm
Burger's
just
like, I
where's
can't
your husband
steal
in
stuff
all
from
this?
these
Someone
people.
needs to lit a smackdown.
So, moral of the story, if you can't afford a house, just go take one.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah, right. If you can't afford a house cleaner, someone will eventually break in and do it for you. Okay.
Just wait. Who's coming?
Help's on the way.
I'm excited about this next part.
Now, let's get to this. I think we're all waiting for this one. As you know, in the last show, we talked about our top Hollywood celebrities, or we gave y'all an idea of how things are going to go. And so now we're going to go around the table and let everybody discuss their top 5. And, you know, we're going to comment, bash, and whatnot. See how
If we
it goes.
bashing, we bashing on this computer right here.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfucker, leave it.
Take a second. Lift it up.
And there's the ace with the apple.
There's the wannabe Mac right there.
I mean, yours isn't a mat, but you don't have a sticker on there. So.
You know what?
I do
You're
see what they
Not everybody spends $1,500 on a Mac.
You were just saying you want a Mac.
I'm part of that everybody, but not right now. Okay, it hasn't come in yet.
It's a hot commodity. I'm
Okay.
not
I'm searching for the best deal, guys.
It doesn't get much better.
Just buy one.
So who's starting off this top 10 list?
No, I'm going to do it since
Oh,
I
yeah.
Well, just do the top 5
I
first.
do my top 5. All right, number 1. I don't care what any of y'all say. Kate Beckinsale.
I won't argue too, man.
I won't argue with that
Yeah, she
as hot, but
She looks really good in her little leather outfit in Underworld.
Well,
she looks,
at
she
least
looks
you
good
know
at
her name.
anything, man.
She looks amazing.
Van Helsing.
Number
Yeah.
2, no surprise, Scarlett Johansson.
That's my
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, Kobe Smulders. Anyone from How I Met Your Mother? Robin. Her
No.
eyes.
I don't watch that show.
No, I don't think she's that hot, man.
She's not
She's hot.
that.
No, she's
hot
not.
really, but she's okay.
But
She's okay.
Everyone to each his own.
The chick is Lily is obviously the hottest.
Number 4, Zoe Deschanel. She's been in a lot of movies with.
Dude.
She just plays like the girl next door. She was in Yes Man. Yes Man.
Yeah, I know who she is.
She's really
Chicken
cool.
looks like Katy Perry.
Yeah, she looks like Katy Perry,
Oh, okay.
but
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry's in it.
Yeah.
Close
No,
enough.
no.
Number
She
5,
would have been in my time.
Jennifer Aniston. You gotta give that
Oh,
lady respect.
okay.
She's
Okay.
aging and gets more beautiful every day.
Freaking
So-
glorious.
Yep, that's my top 5.
Wait, who's your number 5? I was talking to Devontae.
Jennifer Aniston.
Okay.
Peter.
I really didn't do my homework, so I'm kind of doing this at the last second.
Give me a hand. Give me a hand. Come on. You
Do it.
No.
All around the table. It's all around the table.
No.
All right. Listen,
But it's not completely all lost. All right. So not gonna be quite in order, but from what I put together at the very last second,
Okay, who's your number 1?
I'm not quite sure because I think it's really in between Olivia Wilde and now that I really see Kate Beckinsale in these pictures. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Get off the porn, Peter. Okay.
Hey, leave me alone.
Well, dang, if we're doing pictures off of Google, I know who my number 1 needs to be.
And
Miss
then,
Hurley.
Rosie Huntington from the new chick from Transformers.
Hell yes. Thank you.
she's not that pretty.
Yes. Yes, she is.
I'm sorry, okay, but when the ship crashes and she gives a little pose on the ship, everything's falling apart. I'm like, woman.
The fuck do you think Megan Fox did the first 2 movies?
At least everything went blowing up around her when she was on the
rode a
bike.
motorcycle.
Yeah.
Right?
She did.
She loves
Bitch, please. Okay. All right. You really think they're gonna? Shia LaBeouf had stunt doubles. You really think that she's gonna be riding a motorcycle and that? That's odd.
Yeah.
There's a reason why she didn't. Why she was wearing a helmet. Okay. It was
You really
because it
think there's
wasn't
going to
her.
be like the end of the world and she's going to pose on top of
Yeah.
what used to be an enemy ship?
Yes.
No, but that's a summer blockbuster. That's why I like the movie. Okay. Continue.
I'm not getting
Good choice. Good choice.
The reason I like her is because, one, British, amazing accent.
Okay.
2, she's really just beautiful.
Yes.
Whatever.
Third degree.
Third degree.
Third degree murder of that.
I'm going to say the same.
And yeah, she seems a lot classier in general, honestly. So than Megan Fox was.
If we're doing classy, this whole
Really?
list needs to be changed.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm saying that's the reason why I like her better than
Okay,
Megan
continue.
Fox. But yeah, that's really what I have for her.
He's got one.
We got one.
All right, Black Man, you're up.
Hey.
Oh,
There's another one.
Another one.
Oh,
Go ahead,
one.
Devontae.
We have 2 black guys.